from Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 10.
Coming up, unfortunate update. Wind causes the cancellation of one Memorial Day event here in the capital city. The details from organizers tonight. Plus, past problems. The Secret Service releases new details on the deadly shooting on White House grounds. What they're saying about the gunman tonight. And showing support. We'll take a look at the brand new shirts for fans ahead of the Women's College World Series. But first tonight, Husker baseball is starting the road to their College World Series right here in Lincoln. Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Mackenzie Johnson. The Huskers are hosting a regional at Haymarket Park. It's a moment almost 2 decades in the making. Sports anchor Jake Coleman joins us now to tell us what this means for the NCAA tournament. Jake?
Hey, Mackenzie, the last time Nebraska hosted a regional, 2008. To put that in perspective, Iron Man had just entered theaters and into our hearts. But hey, it's been a long time coming for the Big Red. Nebraska finished the season at 42-15, second in the Big Ten, their most wins since also 2008. Here's all the regional sites announced. As you can see, Lincoln's in that group. The only 2 other Big Ten schools, both Oregon and UCLA, who just faced off in the Big Ten tournament finals. So you can expect Haymarket Park to be packed next weekend. The question is, who and when will these games be played? Well, we're going to have to wait a little longer. Tomorrow morning is the scheduled time for the selection show where all 64 teams will be revealed. A total of 3 teams will come to Lincoln to compete with the Huskers. But of course, we do at least know when those games will be played. That will be on Friday. And we'll have full coverage on the selection show tomorrow. Our Nate Johnson will be there talking with the team as soon as we find out what that first round will look like. And of course, we'll always keep you up to date on air and on our Now Local News app. We'll talk some more on our sports stuff. For now, I'll go ahead and send it back over to you.
All right, definitely some exciting stuff. Thank you so much, Jake. Well, with Memorial Day being tomorrow, let's go ahead and take a look at all the events that are happening around town. Lincoln Memorial Park will have their tribute at 11:30 a.m. It's the annual observance where people can honor the men and women who gave their lives in service. Lieutenant Governor Joe Kelly will be speaking at the program, and then back out at Sandhills Global, there's going to be some races. Competitive barrel racing starts at 11 in the morning. There's a $3,000 prize for the riders. Now, while many are getting together with family and friends, of course, the holiday is meant to remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. Governor Jim Pillen making a proclamation ordering all flags to be flown at half-staff in recognition. All Nebraskans are also invited to join in a moment of prayer at 11 a.m. and a minute of silence at 3 p.m. Well, some new details tonight on one Memorial Day spectacle that was canceled last second. Hundreds of people were set to raise the world's largest American flag this afternoon in Lincoln, but the wind putting a wrinkle in those plans. Channel 8's Emma Norwood has the unfortunate update for us tonight.
A devastating decision just ahead of Memorial Day. The world's largest flag was set to be unfurled and raised on Sunday, but due to high winds, the organizers having to cancel.
They pointed out the danger that if you have your hands on it and there's a gust of 25 miles an hour or more, it could lift people right off the ground because, you know, this is 2 football fields.
The flag itself is 250 by 502 feet and weighing 3,000 pounds. Those dimensions combined with windy weather proving to be a major safety concern. Still, it's a disappointing turnout for the community.
And the crew from California that came all the way, I feel sorry for them because they came all the way from California with this world's largest flag and not be able to put it up or display it or unfurl it in Omaha or Lincoln.
Organizers do not plan to reschedule because of Monday's forecast showing more of the same. And after having to cancel on Friday in Omaha, it seems Nebraska will have to wait its turn to unfurl the world's largest American flag.
Nobody thought that that we would have a problem both places, because when we had the problem Friday night, we thought, well, Sunday's going to be perfect in Lincoln. So we were pushing everybody who missed it in Omaha, please drive down to Lincoln.
Reporting in Lincoln, Emma Norwood, Channel 8 News.
Yeah, that's too bad. I know a lot of people were looking forward to seeing that, but thanks for the update tonight, Emma. Well, these might not be the largest flags, but they are already lining the streets in some neighborhoods here in Lincoln, like you can see in this video from citizen journalist Melanie. Now, however you're spending your Memorial Day, we want to see. Whether you're at the lake or if you make it out to a Memorial Day ceremony, let us know. You can scan the QR code there on your screen and send in a video to our Now Local News app. Well, let's go ahead and see what tomorrow's weather might be holding for the holiday. Not a cloud in the sky here in Lincoln to start out our Sunday. Citizen journalist Kevin giving us a great view of the Capitol building this morning. You could hear some birds chirping, maybe a light breeze. You really couldn't ask for much better. And if we take a live look outside right now in Aurora, wow, yeah, you can see the winds whipping around. I can tell maybe why they wouldn't have wanted to put a 3,000-pound flag up in the air. But will the warmth that we had today stick around for Memorial Day? Let's ask Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins. Rusty?
It does look like it. It is going to be a mild day tomorrow with temperatures above average. It's been a while since we've seen above average temperatures for several days in a row, and it looks like tomorrow will be one of those days. If you're going to be heading out and about, picked a really decent day for that. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Our high today was 85. I think we'll be about 3 degrees warmer tomorrow. The average high is around 78 degrees, so I think we'll be 10 degrees above average. Outside right now, your Allocam looking at very quiet downtown Lincoln. Oh, except for one guy. How's it going? He's all by himself out there. There were some storms in northeast Nebraska, a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings in parts of northeast Nebraska as well. That has since moved away. Now we're watching another wave headed our way from the west to east that will eventually try to get here tomorrow. Now, right now, temperatures very mild. 73 in Lincoln, 75 in Grand Island, 75 in Broken Bow. With that south wind still up there at 10, 20, gusting to around 25 miles per hour. Forecast hour by hour, we drop into the 60s and eventually back into the 80s by tomorrow afternoon. More on that holiday forecast. Oh, well, let's take a look at the winds. I've got a few more seconds here left. The winds are going to remain on the high side. You're looking at 20 to 30 mile per hour wind gusts overnight and then again by tomorrow afternoon. So we are going to see a warm but a windy day. And again, like I said, there's going to be a chance for some showers and thunderstorms, especially as we head through the second half of the day and especially for central Nebraska. More on that coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Rusty. New tonight, flames erupt in an East Lincoln garage. Some shocking scenes captured by a neighbor as they tried to put out the blaze before first responders got to the scene. Now, this fire breaking out just south of 70th and O Streets, and let's go ahead and take a closer look here. Citizen journalist Melanie giving us a view of the crews working on scene in this video sent to our Now Local News app. First responders called to the townhouse just before 1:30 this afternoon, and one of our reporters sending in another view from the scene, and you can see here the huge black char mark on the side of the garage. We're reaching out to Lincoln Fire and Rescue, but have yet to get information on what caused the fire and how much damage is left behind. New developments tonight on the investigation into the deadly shooting at the White House. Authorities say the gunman who opened fire was a 21-year-old originally from Maryland. The Secret Service also saying this wasn't his first time confronting security at the White House. ABC's Ika Jachi reports.
Let's go.
91, respond for shooting at 17th Street and Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest.
Authorities in Washington, D.C. are investigating shots fired near the White House Saturday. Multiple rounds ringing out.
President Trump has said a deal is close, only for the two sides to remain far apart.
Just after 6 p.m., ABC's Selena Wang was on the North Lawn about to go live for World News Tonight when they heard what sounded like gunshots and immediately took cover, sprinting to the White House briefing room just steps away. Law enforcement barricading the surrounding area. The Secret Service tells ABC News a man approached a security checkpoint just outside the White House, took out a gun, and fired shots at officers. Officers firing back, killing the individual. Secret Service personnel were not injured, but a bystander was struck by gunfire. Police have identified the suspect as 21-year-old Nasir Best from Maryland. Authorities say he had a history of incidents involving the White House. He was detained and involuntarily committed for a mental evaluation. A month later, he was arrested after an attempt to enter a White House checkpoint, telling officers he was Jesus Christ and wanted to get arrested. According to court records, Best was ordered to stay away from the White House grounds.
I think the Secret Service personnel are rising to the occasion despite the challenges. The White House has some standards. reaction plans under the White House incident notification system when incident happens, so they're prepared for events.
At the time of the shooting, President Trump was working with aides in the Oval Office. A senior administration official says he's fine. Just weeks ago, the president was evacuated following a shooting incident at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Ike Ajachi, ABC News.
When we return, automotive honorables, who the winner of the Indy 500 is and which driver is honoring a legacy left behind.
Very mild today with a few scattered showers and a few isolated severe storms. That may happen again tomorrow. The forecast when we come back.
Softball fans, it might be time to snag a t-shirt ahead of the Women's College World Series, and check it out. These special edition shirts are available right now. The team is OKC bound, and if you're gonna go watch, now's the time to get ready. It's only a few days away. Here's what one of the designs looks like, but I did check out the website, and they have a couple of options available on the official team store. They're $30 each. The team says every purchase helps to support student athletes. Staying in the sports world, new tonight, a champion is crowned at the Indy 500. And my goodness, it was a photo finish. In fact, it was the closest finish in Indianapolis 500 history. Let's watch the moment that racing fans will never forget.
Whoa! Oh, what a month of May! You just won the Indy 500. You just won, buddy.
What a moment. Now, Felix Rosenqvist beat David Malukas by 2/100ths of a second. You could see there only a few feet between the two cars as they were crossing the finish line. It's his second IndyCar victory. Just incredible to watch. Rosenqvist celebrating after his historic win tonight. And it's a big day in racing and an emotional one this year, especially in North Carolina, where Kyle Busch was supposed to race today. Fans emotional after the legendary driver died on Thursday at the age of 41. He was on the minds of everyone at the Coca-Cola 600 race today as a number 8 was painted on the infield.
The only way you can honor his memory is to race. You don't stop living in someone's absence. You know, you continue on, you be strong. Kyle has dealt with loss, other drivers prior, and Kyle said, if it ever happens to me, let's race. Line up and do what I love to do. And that's the best way we can go about it is to race in honor and memory of him today.
The race winner in South Carolina, Lane Riggs, paying homage to Bush's signature bowing celebration after his win today.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Rusty Dawkins.
Here's a look at what today was like, and that's a little above average, 85 degrees. We should be closer to 78. Look at that record high, though, 100 degrees. Record precipitation 1.4. That was back in 1970. And look at this. We're still a little above normal for the month, 3.88, 3.79 normal. Alacam looking at a very quiet evening out there, rightfully so. It's Sunday night and nobody works tomorrow. Well, we work tomorrow. Mackenzie, you work tomorrow, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. So we'll be back tomorrow. It's a very quiet night out there. Temperature-wise, very mild, too. Almost everybody in the 70s, except for North Platte. It's 63, but everybody else way warm. 71 in Nebraska City and Falls City, 74 Omaha, 73s in York and in Lincoln. A south wind, 14, 17, 18. Wind gusts are pretty much calmed down, but most of us a sustained wind a little less than 20 miles per hour. So it is breezy out there. Now this up here did hit parts of north central and northeast Nebraska. A couple of severe thunderstorm warnings. There was a severe thunderstorm watch from O'Neill to Sioux City. Just didn't quite get to Columbus, and there were one or two, I think three actually, severe thunderstorm warnings in this area. Now a little bit of activity trying to push out of the Panhandle. They'll take every drop they can get, especially in the western half of the state. So let's see if they can see any more. There's those lingering storms through 11 p.m. and that precipitation off to the west basically just dies off. So let's go for round two here. Partly cloudy skies to start your Monday. Sleep in, make sure you turn the alarm off. I don't know how many times I've had the day off and I usually have to get up early, or like the kids need to go to school. Then they don't anymore. I forget to turn my alarm off. So that's your heads up. But for us, we are going to see a very quiet, at least first half of the day. It's the second half of the day, right about there. This is 4 p.m. Monday. Spot showers and thunderstorms start to pop up in north central and western Nebraska. Eastern half of the state should remain calm and quiet for much, if not all, of Monday, because there's your storm chance by 10 p.m. Starts to make it into northeast Nebraska, kind of does an S thing right here. And this area right here has the chance to be severe. So because of that, the Storm Prediction Center has us in a level 1 marginal risk. Similar to what we were in today, where not everybody's going to see storms, but one or two isolated storms could get strong, maybe severe in that area. So it's something we'll keep a close eye on. Temperatures tonight dropping to around 60, maybe a little warmer for some, a little cooler for others. High temperatures tomorrow, very close to 90 degrees. And we might see some. Look at Columbus, Hebron at 89, 89 in York. I mean, even 88 in Lincoln. That's really close to 90. We do that one more day on Tuesday. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies each day. That storm chance to the west. And then a few storms possible Wednesday, Thursday. Small chances on Friday and Saturday. Keeping a close eye on that. I know there's some Husker baseball going on as we head towards the weekend, but also coming our way June 1st, if you can believe that. That's right around the corner, but very warm couple of days headed our way. And then we're going to see that chance for some storms on Wednesday and Thursday, and temperatures very close to normal much of the second half of next week.
Oh my gosh, I feel like spring has flown by. We're in summer now. It's starting to feel like it out there.
It is, and I can't believe June is on the 10-day forecast. Just incredible.
Gosh, exactly. All right, thank you so much, Rusty. A peace deal has yet to be made for the war in Iran, but the president giving new details on what could be included. President Trump saying both sides are close to an agreement, but it's not expected to be signed today. And now Trump making it clear that if he makes a deal with Iran, it will not leave the path open for them to have nuclear weapons. Details of this peace proposal are in negotiations, including the terms around the Strait of Hormuz and Iran's nuclear program. But Trump saying the U.S. won't rush into a deal, writing that there can be no mistakes In the meantime, the U.S. blockade of Iranian ports will be kept in place until an agreement is signed. No matter what, experts say the high gas prices that we're seeing in the U.S. will take a while to drop back down. Citizen journalist Brian sending in this video today saying gas at this station is $4.39 a gallon. Now, some experts believe that could climb up to $4.80 by Labor Day if the Strait of Hormuz isn't reopened. Well, new at 10, of course, we've been talking about it. Memorial Day tomorrow, the Kearney community finding a way to honor fallen soldiers over the weekend. People placing these flags throughout the Kearney Cemetery with the help of the Buffalo County Sheriff's Office, UNK Police, and other community members. You can see there a bunch of people coming together for this project. The flags are planted at graves of both veterans and those who have served in law enforcement. The Kearney Police Department also saying they're grateful for the opportunity to pay tribute to our fallen heroes. Coming up in sports, Nebraska baseball set to host a regional for the first time in nearly 2 decades. Plus, the full field is set for the Women's College World Series. Find out who and when Nebraska will be playing. We'll be right back.
Now, from the Channel 8 Sports Zone, sponsored by Greens Furnace and Plumbing, here's Channel 8 News Sports with sports anchor Jake Homan. The Channel 8 News Sports Zone.
Hey, what's going on? Welcome into your sports show. The Women's College World Series is set. Let's talk about those final 8 teams that remain. Nebraska took down Oklahoma State in 2 games to advance their first Women's College World Series since 2013. But who will be joining them? Here's the bracket. Nebraska will play Arkansas in that first round. Then you have Alabama, UCLA, Mississippi State, Texas Tech, Tennessee, and Texas. The last time Nebraska and Arkansas both faced off, 2023. But this story should be different this time around. Numbers don't lie. Here's where they match up. Nebraska has won 26 straight, 51-6 overall. And the Nebraska also has played double the amount of neutral site games, something to keep an eye on. But look at runs versus runs allowed. The Razorbacks have a stronger bat, scoring 447 times, but the Huskers have only allowed 120 runs this season. Now the first pitch will be Thursday, 8:30. It will be the final game of that first night. You can catch it on ESPN2. And we now know where Nebraska baseball will be playing next weekend. Good news, Husker fans. You can watch them right here in Lincoln. Nebraska baseball announced as one of the 16 regionals by the NCAA committee tonight. There'll be 3 Big Ten schools hosting: Nebraska, UCLA, and Oregon. The SEC has 7 schools hosting, but this will be the Huskers' first time hosting a regional since 2008. The same time they won as many games, finishing this year 42-15. But we won't know, of course, until tomorrow morning. The full field will be unveiled at 11 a.m. for the selection show. 3 other teams will be heading to Haymarket Park next weekend for a regional, which, of course, the opponent still to be determined, but we at least know when that game will be played on Friday. Let's talk some pro and local baseball, starting off with the Kansas City Royals. Rounding out their home series versus the Mariners tonight, bottom of the 5th. Both Salvador Perez and Carter Jensen helping KC get on the board. The captain with a 2 RBI single. Then Jensen, the double off the wall that would knock in 2 more. Royals had a 4 spot in that bottom frame. And while the Royals have struggled as of late, they are back in the winner's circle for a second day in a row and taking the series at home versus the Mariners. Your final score, Kansas City 8, Seattle 6. And checking on the Salt Dogs out in Sioux City, they picked up their 3rd win of the season and first series win of the year, taking down the Explorers 11-10. Lincoln improved to 3-7. And just before we go, one Lincoln Lutheran senior came through big for his team, winning the program's first ever state title. That's why Braxton Glines has been named our Athlete of the Week.
The following segment is sponsored by Menards.
Going out a state champ. Lincoln Lutheran senior ace Braxton Glines shined on the mound Saturday morning for the Class C state championship.
We just came to state, gave it our all, and just, I don't know, yeah, it's kind of surreal feeling.
The 6'1" right-hander threw a complete game, 7 strikeouts, only allowing just 2 hits, helping lead his team to the program's first ever state title.
I was confident. My approach was just throw strikes and let my defense work, and sometimes they made a few errors, but it's all right, and just had to refocus after that.
But Glines has been a warrior from the start, but this is the only 3rd season Lincoln Lutheran has had a baseball program. And to capture their first ever state championship, Glines says to be a part of history means everything.
Awesome. I mean, 2 seniors, and we all just show up and work, and everyone wants it the same, and we all love each other. I am so proud. We go through a lot throughout the season, throughout the off season. I mean, injuries, this and that, but we just fight to the end. We just battle, so I love it.
You, Mackenzie.
All right, thank you, Jake. Stick with us. We'll be right back after the break. Road tonight. A mama duck, that is. LPD says they were out on O Street tonight when they noticed this duck and her ducklings in a parking lot, so they helped them make their way safely across the street. That's pretty cute there. Police say even though that quack pack didn't use a crosswalk, they're not going to be handing out any citations tonight. That's pretty adorable. I'm glad it was all good weather for all the Memorial Day stuff, except for that big flag. It's been pretty decent out there.
Yeah, for ducks and geese and, and people alike, today was a pretty decent day. A little on the windy side, but temperatures tomorrow morning, you're looking at the 60s. Highs tomorrow, really close to 90 for just about everybody.
All right, thank you, Rusty, and thank you all for joining us. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Plan your next game night out or celebrate any milestone with us, because happy hour is even happier when you're winning. Only at Warhorse Casino, minutes from downtown in Lincoln.
Let your voice be heard by sharing your photos and videos to the Now Local News app. Earn points and redeem them for gift cards. Scan the QR code to join.